Hey, what is up guys? It is SilverSun here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my review on Super Fancy Pants Adventure. Alright, so this game basically starts off with you waking up after this like thunderstorm to where pretty much everything gets like wiped away and whatnot and everything kind of gets destroyed. And so basically you're kind of just like running around trying to figure out what had happened here because everybody's like off at the big bathtub that pretty much got like flipped over and stuff. And so pretty much it's your job to go out and try to find out what had happened and like try to figure out how to solve everything and like um make everything right. And pretty much the first quest you actually go on is like chasing this cat to where you get this pen weapon. Now you actually do get the pencil tool, the little pencil weapon right off the bat actually, because I remember in the other games you had to like earn it, like in the console game. I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. Actually, the console game, World 3, whatever you want to call it. Um, so pretty much, yeah, that's back as well as the new pen, to which allows you to like slide or like surf, as they call it, on the I don't know what it is, but it's like this area that you can like surf on with the pen and stuff like that, and it's a pretty cool mechanic. And there's actually a lot of new little like mechanics they add in this game, as well as like a few old ones too. But they also like take away from some stuff too. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'll try as best I can. Um, I don't know, like if you guys aren't like a fan of these kinds of games, like if you guys haven't known the other games they had like World 1, World 2 and stuff like that. This is basically like a flash game basically that got really popular over the years, and it eventually got a console game, and then now this game on Steam and stuff like that, and it's been building up to this kind of game, I guess. And it was pretty much made by this one guy, well, basically this one guy, Brad Bourne, and pretty much it's just like this stick figure just running around a nice little childish platformer here, but pretty much like he did tweak like a lot of the things like as the games went on. Like World 1 wasn't the best, but World 2 was better than that, obviously enough. And then World 3, and now I believe this is World 4. But pretty much the only games I really had like the only games I really played throughout the trilogy was like World 2. I think that's the first one I played. And then I went on to play the console game when that came out on consoles and stuff like that, and eventually on phones and stuff like that. And it's pretty much the same game there. Like not too much difference other than the controls and stuff like that, which touch controls versus physical controls. But I'm not gonna get into that right now. Pretty much there was a lot of things in that console game that aren't completely here. Like for instance, obviously multiplayer and stuff like that isn't here. Not that that really needs to be here. Like it's weird. Like multiplayer was never a thing until the console version came out. Um, so in that aspect, it still keeps that kind of like single player like uh adventure kind of aspect with it. And to be honest, like I don't know, it was a little jarring to see that in the console games and stuff like that, cause like like usually it's just been this one like fancy pants guy, and then now you have like all four of them running around on screen and stuff like that. But yeah, like the new things that they added was like the pencil tool, because you never had that in the other games. You just had I mean, I said the pencil tool, the pen actually. That's different here, and the pencil, and like they even like cleaned up like some of the combat here and stuff like that, like some of the moves you could do and stuff like that. Like you can, well, well, yeah, I'm just gonna say you could just shoot, you could shoot ink and stuff like that, and like like I mentioned before, like surf on like certain objects and stuff like that with the pen. And I don't know, like I don't know if I should spoil anything, but at this point, I feel like it really doesn't matter. The game's been out for a while, so just if you guys don't want to be spoiled, I suggest you guys leave probably around now. But it's whatever. So pretty much, the pen tool does offer some new mechanics to the game. Really good and really just really good mechanics overall. But basically, uh, that's added, as well as like power ups and stuff like that. Like that's something new that wasn't added in the other games. Um, Pretty much like you could like upgrade your health and upgrade your power and stuff like that. Something you couldn't do in the other games. Uh, I mean, like you really didn't need to, honestly. I mean, like I don't really see like the need for power ups and stuff like that. Like I guess like getting certain moves and stuff like that would be cool, but like upgrading your health and attacks, like I don't feel like that's really needed, especially if you're a more skilled player with platforms and these kinds of games and stuff like that. I feel like that kind of stuff isn't really needed, but it's nice. It's a nice little addition. But as far as like everything else goes, like it's just the little things I guess that they really like took away, or the little things that they just added. Like for instance, well I don't know if I have any footage to, like explain it, like to show it basically, but pretty much like when you run up against a wall, he doesn't do that cool little pose that he does, like where he like sticks his finger up and stuff like that. Well, not in the way you're probably thinking, but like he just like does like a like he just points upward and stuff like that with his finger. But in this one, he kind of just does like the thing that he used to do back in like World 1, or like in the earlier installments of the game, to where he's like just running into the wall basically. Um, I mean, which is a nice touch. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going back to older things and whatnot, and that's what I feel like this game really is. It's like a mixture of like new and old in a sense. Um, the story itself, like it's big enough. Like the thing about this game is that we didn't even get like the full story just yet. Like they left us on a cliffhanger basically with the ending. So we have yet to see what else is out there in terms of the story and stuff like that. But what we got so far was pretty good. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing as adventurous. I feel like as the console game in a way, like cause like with the console games like and the mobile port and stuff like that, it basically the same game. World 3. I don't know. Like the story to me just felt kind of bigger, I guess, in a way, or maybe it was just the backgrounds and the characters that you met. I mean, you do get to meet them here, like his little sister and stuff like that. Like she's in this game as well as like the pirates and stuff like that. Like they make a return here, but in the third game, that's where you meet them and stuff like that. And you go to all these different locations, like the city and like pirate ships and like underwater levels and stuff like that. But you don't get too much of that here. It's mostly just you traversing through landscapes, fighting off like these like blob monsters um for like the other half of the game, for most of the game actually. Um but yeah, like there's not too much to it really. There are some challenge rooms here and there which were pretty challenging. As you guys could probably tell by my playthrough and stuff like that, I had a bit of a tough time with a few of them. But yeah, like those are there, and they did have them in the other games too. But like it's just, I don't know. Like in the other games, like it would mostly just be you like trying to like race someone, or like beat the timer or whatever, or like collect a certain number of things and stuff like that. But here it's mostly just like get to the end, get whatever accessory you need, whether it be a new pants color, a new hat or whatever. So there's not too much variety there. So that's kind of a bummer, but I don't know. Like I don't know how I'd like rate this game honestly. It takes some stuff away that I liked, but it like also adds in new things that I also like as well. Like I don't know, it just doesn't feel as big as like World 3 in my opinion. But I can't really judge it because it is basically made by like one person, and he's trying his best, Brad Borens, to get these games out to us and stuff like that. It did take a while for this new installment to come out. Um, and to be fair, like it was made on consoles and stuff like that, World 3. So I'm pretty sure that's the main reason as to why, they had to like stretch it out. It's like comparing like a I guess a TV show to like a movie based on a TV show or whatever. Like obviously the movie's gonna look better and stuff like that, um, than the TV show and stuff like that. But wow, I don't know if that was a good analogy actually, but like um, I don't know, like the story I feel like is better in World 3. Um, but like with World 4, like it just adds in some new mechanics like the slide, like the little rails that you can grind on, or like the little hooks that you could grab onto and climb and stuff like that, and all those other neat features. I feel like were good additions here. Uh, but like I don't know, like I can't quite put my finger on it, but like it's good, but it's not completely there for me yet. Like I don't know if I don't know. I guess it's just like an aesthetic change. I guess like just the little things that he changed from World 3 to World 4. Some of it's good in my opinion, but some of it I wish could have been kept. Like the bigger story. I mean, like we might get a bigger story later on and stuff like that. But like so far, like not too much has really popped off. Except for the ending with that little boss battle and stuff like that, and going to like the real world basically, and like traversing, through levels and stuff like that. But uh, I'm gonna try not to compare the two because those are like two like separate games basically. So I'll just try to keep it to this one. I don't know. It's just like that one like World 3 left like a pretty big impression on me in terms of these games. Like World 2 was pretty good. Like it was a step in the right direction, but like World 3 just kind of like sold it for me. And then now with I, I'm pretty sure I don't know if I want to call this World 4. I'm pretty sure it is World 4, I think, but I don't know. Like sometimes I get confused between the different worlds cuz you never really know usually. But I do like how you can like traverse through the foreground and background, like a few of those levels and stuff like that, and just little things like that. That he added into his game. Those are really nice, and I'm glad that he's gotten better with that kind of stuff, like with level design and stuff like that. That's really cool. Um, the gameplay is pretty good. Like, I mean, I know I probably like it probably didn't show too well, like in my recordings, like in the playthrough and stuff like that. But it does run at a pretty stable 60 frames per second. Controls are tight and really accurate. You're not really messing up on anything else. Um, there, the only gripe, like the only like legitimate gripe I have with this game is like the few glitches that I had encountered. I remember there was this one that was in my last part in the like in the last level in the volcano and stuff like that. There was this one part where like it messed up loading the level and stuff like that, and it did have this update. It had this one update to where like it fixed most of the things, but not everything, obviously. But for what it's worth, like I feel like it's a really good game like so far, and I can't wait to see what the next installment has for us. Like I don't know if it's gonna be like a continuation of this game, like fancy like if it's like Super Fancy Pants Adventure 2, or if he just names it something else or whatever. Like I don't know if it's gonna be like that or if it's just gonna be like a different game entirely or whatever. But yeah, um I don't know. Like I'm trying to think of like some other stuff like go off of here. Like most of the stuff was pretty fun. Um but like what else? Mm, I don't know. I mean like it was a good game. Like honestly, so far. I don't know if it'll include DLC or whatever. Uh but that has yet to be seen as of now. Also, I don't know. I know I didn't get every single like challenge room or whatever, but like I'm pretty sure in what was it? World 3 or like the console version basically. I'm pretty sure I had more customization there, but here it doesn't really have as much as that. So I kind of wish they could have like brought some of that back, like brought some of the older like stuff like from the console games because I remember in the console you could like customize the pencil to be like a wooden sword or like a real sword or whatever else you wanted to. So it definitely had a lot more customization there, but here it doesn't have that much of it here. But for what it is, it's a really good game. I enjoyed it. I can't wait for the next part or game or whatever they decide to do there. And it's pretty impressive to see what he's done. Like I'm sure Brad Boyens has worked really hard on this game for us, and that's all we can really ask for. Like, it's just to be like, kind of appreciative that this guy kind of goes out of his way to just like make games like this for his fans and stuff like that. Um, so, if anything, I feel like this game was pretty good. I'm not sure what I'd rate it. Probably like a 9 out of 10. Not quite there for me yet. Like some of the stuff he took away, kind of wish he kept, but some of the stuff he did add was really good. Like I wish he could have kept, say for example, like the more customization, basically, like with hats and uh, changing the weapon and stuff like that. but it is what it is. It's whatever. Um, Also, I kind of wish he could have had like some more like unique backgrounds to it, like, cause like in the other ones there were like all these like different like levels, all with like different details and stuff like that. But here, it just like it's good, but like it just feels kind of empty, like some of the level designs, in my opinion. But it's whatever. I'm pretty sure like the console version definitely had a lot more people working on it than just Brad. So I mean, I'm not gonna like uh uh talk bad about him like for that and stuff like that. It's just one guy working on this thing. Um, but yeah, it's a good game. I didn't mean to ramble on this long, honestly. Like I'm just trying to find like points, like anything else I could really talk about this game before I head off here. But also, I don't know. I don't want to repeat myself either. But basically, there was some glitches that I found. I'm gonna post those later. Um, not like I don't know. I mean, like it's not that big of a deal. It's not the end of the world. Once I like left the level and like reload the game up and stuff like that, it was playing just fine. But those were just some things I noticed while I was playing off screen and stuff like that. I just had to capture those moments just to show you guys what it was like. But basically, yeah, that's pretty much it for my review here, guys. If you guys have played the other games, tell me what you guys think of this one. Do you guys think it's better than all the other ones before it? Do you think this game really is worthy of the title Super Fancy Pants Adventure? What are you guys expecting from the next game? And yeah, that's pretty much it for my review, guys. Until the next one, Silver Sun is out.